What up guys? So I made over 100 pips trading gold with this simple strategy, right? So let's head out to the chart. Now on the chart we had market actually in a very good condition, right? If you check this chart, if I'm heading to the 1 hour, you're going to understand that market literally was in a downtrend, right? Where we saw market having more of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then it came to make its lower high, right? So at this level I identified this area as an interest level, right, where I needed to see market reacting from. So let's head back to the 15 minutes. We already had a higher time frame understanding, so let's look for entries on the lower time frame. Right, on the lower time frame you can see that market actually came into the level of interest. It came into my interest level, and if you can see internally we saw market trading in an uptrend, right, where it was making higher highs, higher lows, and then a new higher high. Then we saw what more of a trend change. So it actually gave us a sign that sellers have more of an impact in this market, right, which we use as a confirmation. So at this level I identified my supply, right, which I call this SZ. But if you check, this supply zone was way too far from the area I was to exit from. You can see this is over 40 pips that was to risk. Right, so what I did was that I didn't really take my trade. I waited for another form of confirmation, right? So market came up, it didn't really react from the supply zone, and it went to fetch out liquidity which was found above this high, right? So when it got to that level, that was area we're looking for confirmation. You know, we're still looking for a confirmation. Then our complex KZ pattern actually appeared, which we identified around this level, right? So when market took our liquidity, it left us with our complex KZ setup, right, which I used to actually enter my trade. Quite crazy for real, because I made a whole lot of money from this trade, right? So now I waited for market to actually come back to that interest level after I pushed to the downside, right? I know as I pushed to the downside, it left me areas of interest which I would love to sell from, right? And it also left liquidity levels which I identify as this level, and some other levels that are in the chart, right? So when market now came to the upside, we had our entry, and immediately we had a very strong push to the downside, right? We had a very strong push to the downside. Our TP was actually held around this was where our TP was actually held, right? We had our entry around here, we had our TP below this level. Why below that level? Because we know that market is actually on a downtrend, right? Market was making downtrend movement, which is our lower low, lower high, and then we need to form a new lower low. And there's something you should note: a lower low cannot be a lower low except it breaks the previous lower low, and that is why our TP was placed below the previous lower low, because we have more of a proper understanding on what is happening in the market, right? So in this case we're in a downtrend, so our TP was actually placed around this level, right? So we expected to see market actually holding this level to push price down to the downside, but what happened? It invalidated, right? I talked about this in something I call FXC weekly analysis section, where we get to review the chart together and prepare ourselves for the week. Right, we do this every Monday on our Telegram platform by 12 p.m. right, we did by 12 p.m. where we come to discuss the insight and everything that we need to see for the week. So this very day I actually talked about this trade where I stated that we need to see market reacting from this interest level which I've identified. If you don't see a reaction from there, then there's another area which you identify as our interest level, which is above, right? So now we then have more of a reaction. We're able to profit from this particular trade, right? We're able to profit from this particular trade, and we made over 105 pips from this trade. If you check the risk to reward, you're going to see that this is over 1:8.0. If you're risking 1%, you're making 8%. So I made over $300 risking like about 50 or less than that in just how many hours? Let's calculate the hours together, right? Let's calculate the time together. In just 6 hours. This is how crazy Forex can be. So in just 6 hours, I made over $300 and something to just for the day, right? For the day, which is quite crazy. So this was how we're able to make this money just in less than 24 hours in a day. Right, so if you like the video, if you loved this video and you want to see more content such as this, help me subscribe, share, and also like. Right, so see you on the next video.